What is up with the squad? Back like I never left, but I'm back with a different guy on my right, on my left. I don't know. On the other side of the screen. This time I'm back with who? MJLover23. Let's do it. Cess Talks Sports presents Cess Talks Bets with MJLover23, the prop master. What is up? What is up? What is up? How you doing? Happy Friday.
Prop master. There's no pressure. No pressure at all.
No pressure.
Happy Friday, everybody. It's good to see y'all.
Just introduced you like you Obi-Wan Kenobi, but yeah, no pressure, homie.
Master.
No pressure.
Sitting
The
here
all-knowing. The all-knowing.
Got to get an extra few rubles. That's all, you know.
Extra few shekels. What's good on this Friday, y'all?
It's a few.
I am feeling good. Let's make this happen. What's happening? So much going on.
Friday. I mean, I don't even know where to start.
First of all, let me say that if y'all don't notice, me and MJ Lover got a background battle going. We got a background battle going. And I thought we were doing sports, and he done went to the movies on me now. Okay. So who knows what? Somebody tell me what movie and scene is this from? This background. Who can tell me the movie and the scene? What's going on in this background? Okay, I need somebody to be able to tell me what's going on in that background. Somebody tell me what's going on in that background. Instagram, YouTube. We on a background battle. So this what MJ came with. I didn't know we was doing movies, so he's playing unfair. I was staying straight sports. I was staying straight sports. So
here we go.
We moved with the Curry theme. Curry theme for the night. Yeah, I mean for the day. So we'll keep this thing going. It's gonna be fun. Okay, so everything. He went with the car. He cheated the other day. Y'all know I've been trying to I was in the office. I had a straight office background.
I had to do it.
He cheated the name with the car.
It was nice.
I thought we was doing sports, and then he showed up with a movie. But it's all right.
I had the sports. I have a whole folder full of sports, and then all of a sudden that one popped out. I was like, oh, I got it.
Okay. Now it's all of a sudden. He going looking for these things. So. Okay, so the movie is Juice. What is the scene? What's going on in that movie? What's the scene in that movie?
What is happening?
That is Pac as Bishop in Juice. That is Pac as Bishop in Juice. What is the scene? What is? Let me give it to you one more time in case you. let me see that. Now we're clear. This is Juice. This is Pac as Juice as Bishop in Juice. But what is going on in this scene? What is, if you remember? I'm just curious. I'm a big Juice fan, so I want to know. But that is definitely Pac. Rest in peace as Bishop in Juice. Good one, MJ. Good one for the Friday.
Yeah, love
I know I am king of the light skins on mine.
Oh, but that's the thing, though. Stephen. My theme, this theme, actually points to a game, a certain person in a certain game tonight. That's why I put that up there just for that. If you were following along with us, if you listen to us, if you watch us, I think we talked about this yesterday. As far as I'm not going to give up too much. So somewhere throughout this whole show, you guys keep guessing. And I'm going to give you, there's a second part to this as far as you guys know who the movie, you know who the character is.
No, he was not in the kitchen right before he killed dude. No.
Right. Once you guys guess this, there's another level.
You're in the movie.
There's another level to it. It has to do with one of the games today. So yeah, we'll keep going.
It is not. Oh, and we're not supposed to really say ill. I guess YouTube gets mad at that. So this is not in the kitchen right before he unalived. That is the correct. That is the correct YouTube terminology I've been told. It's right before he unalived.
Use your abbreviations, please. Emoji class. We were supposed to do an emoji class, weren't we?
We will. We're gonna do it in the Discord.
We'll do it in the Discord.
But look, y'all, we are back, and it's a lot of stuff going on today. Sports starting to stack up on us, y'all. Sports is starting to stack up on us, and it's a fun time. It's a fun time. If you love sports, like I love sports, you can't hardly get up off the couch. Get you some minutes in, get out, get your vitamin D, get your steps in, listen to the game on the radio for a few minutes. Come on. You don't got to delete it. There you go. You don't have to delete it.
You do.
You don't have to delete it. We learning all together.
Exactly.
We learning all together, Thick Biggie. It's all good.
It's all good.
It's all good. It's all good. So we're gonna jump into some picks. We got some. Let me let y'all know what we got going on because I got to start doing better with this. So I'm your favorite auntie with no tendency, Cess. This is my co-host MJLover23. This is Cess Talks Bets with MJLover23, and we got some props, picks, tips for entertainment, educational, informational purposes only. And we will be talking some WNBA today, some NFL today, some college football today, and what y'all really here for, Big Daddy's long dogs of the day, baby. We got long dogs of the day, and we got some extra long shot dogs of the day coming. Big Daddy's in the building. We're going to get to it. But we starting where? We starting in the dub. Let's go.
All right. It's fresh. Let's go right into it. The Las Vegas Aces, Connecticut Sun. We have this spread. It is a pick 'em. Las Vegas going into Connecticut minus 1.5. This game can go either way too. I'm curious to how the Sun are going to come out because I have 5 people on the props bet today, just because I'm not sure which way these are going to be going. So the 164.5, I think that'll go over just because, I mean, even with defense, they have to stop each other, and it's going to be really hard to do it. Asia Wilson, 21.5 points. Take the over on that. I mean, it's MVP season. Same thing with the 10.5 rebound. Going to be tough because they're going to be all over her, but I'm confident that she'll be able to pull it out. Jackie Young, 14.5 points. I took the over on that. I didn't put the risky on that, even though I probably should. 3.5 assists and over. That's kind of her minimum. So I'm imagining she had 12 assists a couple games ago. Quite sure she'll be able to hover around 4 or more assists a game. Chelsea Gray came out like gangbusters. Absolutely killed my prop on her in the first quarter. So 8.5 points. Picking the under though. I'm still doing the under on that because I think she'll be in more pass mode today. 4.5 assists. Take the over, even though that's a little bit risky because Chelsea Gray does what the team needs her to do, right? She's not, assist leader in the league or anything like that, even though she can be. She's going to do what the team needs her to do. And Kelsey Plum back on the list, 15.5 points. Take the under. Until she actually can prove that she can actually find the basket again. Take the under. And Plum is one of the alumni that I root for. So we'll talk about that later. 4.5 assists. Take the under on that because she is not passing much. She sees a shot, she's taking it. I mean, that's just what it is. And she's not going to get doubles, so she may get a lot of one-on-ones with the right matchup. But going into the Sun have really good defense, one of the tops in the league. DeWanna Bonner, 12.5 points, taking the over, which is risky because she's been killing me lately, and you guys have known that. But I'm taking the over. 4.5 rebounds. Take the over on that too. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe somebody trips her and she falls face first on the ground, or somebody slaps her in the back of the head or something. Whenever she's motivated, that's when she starts killing people. So hopefully that happens at home. Brianna Jones, 12.5 points. Take the over.
You meant unaliving people. That's when she starts unaliving.
There you go. Exactly right. I was thinking that it was either Bonner or Jones. It's going to be over 12.5 points, right? So I picked over on both of these. You may want to just pick one or the other, just because it's usually the trend. It's rare that they both have over 12.5 points together. So pick one or the other for the over on that. Alyssa Thomas, 9.5 points. Take the under there. Rebounds, 8.5 rebounds. Take the under there. They're both risky because I'm still not sure where she is at, and not just her fitness, but also just how many minutes she's going to play. She may get in foul trouble when she gets tired. You can see it because she starts really fouling, like hard fouls and just really unnecessary stuff, because she needs to come out of the game. So beware of that. Watch her in this game tonight. Dejanay Carrington, the name itself should be first team WNBA every year. But 10 points or above, 10.5 points. Take the over on that. I'm not even putting a risky on that. She's just active. Like, she's just active. I saw her the other day. I think she had 2 steals. One of them led right to a layup for herself. The other one led to a layup or an open shot for a teammate. So she's just active. She's fighting for that defensive player of the year with Asia. So it's going to be a good run down to the end. 3.5 rebounds is their minimum. Take the over on that. Hopefully we can have a few bounce her way. And the last one is Marina Mayberry, 11.5 points on the over. Take the over on that. I know she only had 2 points the other day, but she's getting about 11, 12 shots a game with these guys, and a couple of them are going to be threes. I know it. So definitely take the over on that. And I'm taking a risky bet, which I didn't label as risky because she's at home, and most likely she's going to look to redeem herself. She may have 2 3-pointers in the first quarter. So take 1.5 3-pointers made. Take the over on that. And that's what I'm at. Oh, you know what? The line moved. The line moved after I had sent this over to Cess. So it was 2. The line was 2. Now it's down to 1.5. So it just means that it's more of a pick 'em than it was earlier today.
So I'm liking everything up there. Alyssa Thomas, though. Alyssa Thomas is the one that gets me every time. Mm-hmm. Alyssa Thomas is, to me, and y'all know I don't do real shekels on the WNBA games, but with my fake shekels, Alyssa Thomas is one that I see I'm more successful with when I do points, rebounds, assists.
Right.
Because I can never really tell where she's gonna go off at or where she's gonna dominate or focus, because it seems like it changes every night based on matchup and what the team needs her to do. Yes, so she is one of my sure shots for like points, rebound, and assist. I haven't had luck trying to just do points or rebounds with her. So other than that, like everything else, I kind of agree with. But like at least Alyssa Thomas is the one I have not been able to figure that one out.
So 2 things on that. One is you're right. One of the things with her, she's the queen of the triple single, like the high triple single. And I mean, people make fun of NBA players when that happens, but
he's like triple nines, 999.
Thing for her, exactly. Like
999,
nines across the board. Sometimes she'll get in double figures in points. Sometimes it's double digits in rebounds. Sometimes it's double digits in assists. But it's usually not a triple double. She's that close to averaging a triple double for the whole season, and it's just so crazy that she doesn't get to that point because she has the ball in her hand a lot. She doesn't turn the ball over that much, right? And she's just a solid player.
She's efficient. She's consistent. She's a dog. She's gonna work hard. And it's like Swiss Army knife. Like she's the one. Like whatever you need for her to do, she's gonna go. She's that go get the job done piece.
The second part with the team itself, and this is the beauty. This is the beauty and the horror of the actual schedule makers. They haven't played each other since June 21st. This is the second game out of 3 that they're going to be playing against each other. The next one is going to be next week. Or, no, it's not even going to be next week. It's going to be, it's going to be next week. No, it's not. It's 9 days. It's 9 more days, so a week and a half. So it's probably the last game of the season that they get to play against each other. I'm quite sure that's going to be on
very
CBS.
Close to it.
Yeah, that's going to be on CBS. But still, though, I mean, the fact that they have to wait this long to play each other, I mean, this is going to be one of the the best games of the night. And I mean, whether it's good or bad, I think give them credit because they're going to have a lot of eyes on this game. But I mean, that's a long time to be playing between games. So that's just me. I don't. That's neither here nor there. That's just is what it is at that point. So. All right, I had to, get on my soapbox for a second on that one. I wasn't
absolutely
sure on
what's
that
up to what's up over there to Russell. I only bring facts to the chat.
Russell, aka
Facts, big facts. Russell over there on Instagram. Appreciate you checking in, fam. Everybody love Juju12. Appreciate you checking in, fam. Got the Peacock Lounge or in the chat today. Listen, if y'all are in the Bay Area and you love jazz music. Get down there and check out Peacock Lounge. They doing Jazzy Fridays last Friday of every month. Jazzy Fridays last Friday of every month. Got live jazz music down there at the Peacock Lounge on Haight 552 Haight, San Francisco. One of the last historic buildings in the district. So get down there and check them out. They also have some other good stuff that goes on all through the week. Get over there and check them out. peacocklounge.org.
Nice.
When he was in the kitchen right before he unalive, dude. No. Okay. Now, so for y'all that are coming in that don't know, let me show this one more time.
What's happening, RC?
So we have what's good, RC. We have decided, we figured out that this is definitely Juice. This is definitely Tupac. And so we're asking in chat, what scene in Juice is this? If you know, let us know. Let us know. So, and we had the guess of when he was in the kitchen right before he unalive, dude. That's not what's going on right there. Let's see. RC in the building. DJNA, first team defensive player or overall first team. I think that DJNA is in the talks for sure for defensive player of the year. Definitely on first team defensive player, for sure.
Yep. I think it's easy myself. I think she's definitely.
I think it's like Asia, DJNA, and then Ezzy, and then like Asia, Ezzy, DJNA, and then like we'll figure out who else is on there. But like I expect wholeheartedly to see those three individuals on that team for sure.
Yep, me too. I agree.
AT is the core. Last year she led in triple doubles. AT is a dog. Yeah, for sure. Juju, you are all over. Everybody loves Juju. Is everywhere. Everybody loves Juju. Is in the YouTube chat. Everybody loves Juju. Is in the Instagram chat. Everybody loves Juju 12. Y'all make sure y'all are following Everybody Loves Juju 12 on YouTube, on Instagram. Give that support. That is the co-host of Time Out. Let's Talk every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific, right here on Cess Talks Sports. And moving on to the next game, MJ.
All right.
We got Minnesota.
Minnesota in the Fever. So this is a pick'em too. Minnesota travels into Indiana. Indiana will have the next 6 games at home. So basically, their numbers should be up, even though Minnesota is a quality, solid playoff team. The Fever are rolling. I mean, there's no doubt about it. You can't deny it. And home court advantage definitely boosts that too. We start out with Fee Collier, 19.5 points. She missed her mark the other night, and I think I'm going to go under on this one just because it's away. She'll probably do other things to help her team, have a chance to win. 5.5 rebounds, take the over on that. Courtney Williams, 7.5 points. I'll take the over on that because she's going to be active, even though she's going to be playing a lot of defense on CC, a lot of defense on Mitchell. She's not going to get too tired, and she'll actually put pressure on them, too, to play some defense. 4.5 assists, take the over on that. She'll be active throughout the game. Kayla McBride, 12.5 points, take the over on that. I was going to say risky on it, but essentially that's what she does. She basically just shoots threes, and she'll score on, some easy buckets here and there. The 2.5 3-pointers, I'm taking the over on this one. Probably a dumb bet, but I'm just going risky on it because the odds on it were absolutely phenomenal. We have another phenomenal odds bet that's later on in the show that you can't pass up. But yeah, if you put that on with any other bet that you have, your odds are going to go through the roof. So definitely take the over if you're feeling risky. Kelsey Mitchell, 21.5 points. Take the over on that. She's on a roll until she's not on a roll. I mean, you gotta stay with her. Same thing with her, 2.5 3-pointers or more. She doesn't always use the 3-pointer as something that's going to get her a bunch of points, right? She can score in a bunch of different ways. She's been doing it for years. But I'm gambling again because even though the odds aren't as good as Kayla McBride making 3-pointers or more, her odds aren't that far behind. So definitely take the over on that. Caitlin Clark, I have a bunch of props for her. I was going to do the points, rebounds, and assists, but the single odds themselves look like they're actually something that would that can be lucrative for you if you pick the right sequence. So 21.5 points over, that's risky because I know that they're going to, for Minnesota's a great team defense oriented squad. That's what they do. They're not overly sized. They don't have a bunch of huge bigs that they can just run at you that's going to run you down and tire you out like the Liberty or it's another big team. I'm thinking Dallas has a bunch of of tall women that'll just grind you down. But 21.5 points. I'm just playing the rush right now. They say always play the rush. You play poker, always play the rush. When you're winning hands, you're on a roll. Play the rush until the rush doesn't hit you anymore. So I'm playing the rush on that, and I'm also going to pick the under on the rebounds. I know she had 10 rebounds the other day. It's rare that she has 10 rebounds. Her average, I think, is like 5 a game or something like that. So 7.5 rebounds. I'm picking the under on that. I'm looking at 9.5 assists. She had 10 assists the other night. I'm picking the under on that too. Under on the assists, under on the rebounds, over on the points. And the last risky bet, because you can see I have 3 risky bets out of the 4 or 5 that I have for her. I'm thinking she's going to hit 3 or more 3-pointers tonight. She's shooting closer to the line. She's not taking a whole bunch of logo threes anymore. Her percentage is going up because of it. So I'm going with the flow on that one. 3 3-pointers or more. Take the over on that. Lastly, Aaliyah Boston, Gamecock alumni, champion, rookie of the year. Taking 13.5 points. I'm taking the under. Even though they went to Aaliyah, they finally decided to go to Aaliyah when she had a mismatch. And I told people this. She has a mismatch. She is going to eat. One day you're going to listen to me and others that have been telling. It's not just me. I know there's other people who've been telling you about Aaliyah Boston for years. You get her a good matchup. You get her the ball in positions where she can score and make plays. She's going to make it worth your while. So, but with that said, I don't trust that they're going to continue to go to her because they're on with her. Under 13.5 points for Aaliyah Boston, 7.5 rebounds. I'm taking the over on that just because she's closer to 10 rebounds than she is 7. So I'm taking the over on that. Mm-hmm. Confidence.
Okay, I see. Let's see what they saying in the chat. He was hugging Rakeem's mother after unaliving her son after they robbed the store. Marcus J TV, that is correct. Call your rebounds over. Okay.
Call your rebounds.
Right. 12.5 points over. Okay, TD Sports Cards.
What did I have?
The Beaver can't let CC guard nobody on that roster. They all good. She should just sit out. No shade. LA got her sit out the whole game. Mm-hmm. Mitchell, 2.5 3-pointers over. Okay.
Risky.
7.5 rebounds under.
Mm-hmm.
The defense on Clark will be to force her to play defense, mark my word. So putting Carrington sounds good, but I would choose Courtney, making sure to make the switch so Clark had to guard Courtney.
Yeah, I mean, that could work in the playoffs for sure.
DC, 2.5 3 points over. 13.5 points over for Boston. Mm-hmm. List Williams, 7.5 over. Mm-hmm. Williams has been scoring more lately. Okay. I like all of those. All of those. I agree.
Yep, she has those. The Williams is a minimum, right? So that's kind of it's close to the minimum in one of the sports books. So I just went point or two above that, 1.5 above that, and just put the over just because she has hit double figures in a few of the last games. So yeah, why not?
Why not? Exactly.
Why not?
All right. We got up next. Dallas.
Dallas, 167 at Atlanta. It is a pick'em, 2.5 points. When I wrote this, just double checking to make sure everybody that's going to play is going to play, which I didn't get any any late injury reports, but it looks like Stephanie Soros, she's a game time decision, but all the regular people looks like they're going to play. Arike, 19.5 points. She missed, or did she miss? I have to double check that. I'm trying to remember offhand. Take the over. I mean, always take the over with Arike. I mean, it's kind of a no-brainer. It's more or less the odds aren't as high, but if you push the odds up, like you can do like 21.5, 22.5. if you feel that she's going to get 25 or more points, and your odds will jump pretty good. But if you're trying to, stay around, something healthy, that's a good place to stop. 19.5 points, 3.5 rebounds. Take the over. That's risky. Good odds on that. 3.5 assists. Take the over on that. 24.5 points, rebounds, and assists. I took the over on that immediately because that's really low. Because, of course, we all know she can get 25 points alone. So I don't know why they had that up there. But like I told you guys a few episodes before, when you see stuff like that, take it. Take it. The worst case scenario, you can cash out and you lose, a small percentage of what you bought in for, right? But those are the ones that you have to jump on when you get the chance to do it. Satu Sabali, 15.5 points. Take the over on that. Unicorn, I don't know. She's methodical. It's hard to read her, but I know if she gets to the point where she knows you can't stop her, she scores in a bunch of different ways. Not just threes, not just layups, but mid-range floaters, fadeaways. I mean, she's a crafty lefty. So 4.5 rebounds is it's near her minimum. So take the over on that. Natasha Howard, 12.5 points. Taking the over on her. It's and these head movements and the size and all this stuff. I do this when I actually write this stuff up. It's just like I want to put her for 14.5 or 15.5 so the odds go up, but I can't because there's times where she has 7 points. And there's also times when she doesn't have 4 rebounds. So I'm putting 4.5 rebounds on the over for Natasha Howard. She's going to be battling with Tina Charles all night. So I know she's up to the challenge, so she'll go out and get some of those rebounds. Tina Charles, first ballot Hall of Famer. Nothing needs to be said about that. 12.5 points, taking over on that. She's probably going to have about 13 or 14 points, so that one's razor thin. 8.5 rebounds, definitely taking that because she can definitely get double-digit rebounds. Alicia Gray. What do I say? So 12.5 points. I'm taking the over on that. I'm not even putting a risky tag on that, even though I should. We know she can score. We know she can shoot. We know she's a Swiss Army knife. We know this. But yet again, a lot of floating. A lot of float just kind of standing and watching, watching it, what her teammates are doing. And, 4.5 rebounds. I'm taking the under on that just because of that same thing. I'm hoping that it's one of those things where she proves me wrong. That's basically what I'm looking for, but I'm just being on the safe side and going under on the 4.5 rebounds. Jordan Canada, 10.5 points, taking the over on that. It's a little bit higher than her minimum. But you know what? The odds are good. People was getting on me about not putting Jordan Canada into the lineups, into the mix. So I am, and I'm giving her props. 4.5 assists. I think she's going to be able to help do that too. Ryan Howard, 12.5 points. That's one of her minimums. Take the over always because what did she have? She had 30 the other night or 28 or something the other night. So 4.5 rebounds, still taking the under on that. She had that 2 rebound game at her height and her activity, and I didn't understand it. It didn't make a whole lot of sense. So take the under on the 4.5 rebounds. If you feel froggy, take the over. Good luck with it, though.
All right, let's see what we got going on in the chat. TD Sports Car says, I kind of expect Williams 12 and 14, McBride 16 to 20, Collier 18 to 22, Mitchell 18 to 25, CC between 18 and 24, Boston between 12 and 15, Smith or Carlton, or we'll see. Still don't know if Alana's playing. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. She may or may not play, so. Or how many minutes she's going to play.
Under on Dallas and Atlanta. Sably 4.5 rebounds over. Okay.
You would think that's a no-brainer, but it's not really.
LL said it's a lot of frauds playing today. It's a lot of frauds playing today. You want to look at it.
Yeah, thanks, LL. She ain't lying.
LL is the agent. LL is the agent. Okay, so we respect what LL brings.
Yeah.
This is a hard one to pick. This is gonna be. It's going to me. It's gonna be so much emotion in this game. Because this is one of those hot races to 8.
Mm-hmm.
Atlanta's trying to get there. Dallas is trying to get there. They're going to be trying to see what Chicago does. Everybody's watching everybody, and it means something now. So
I'm just wondering about
you can see somebody get on a heater at any time.
Yeah, as long as the pace is above average, then there's a chance that they'll go over, and a lot of the overs are going to hit. But I don't know if Atlanta's going to slow down the pace or not. I think they will because they have Tina Charles and they have a good advantage on the boards. But you never know. You never know. Ryan starts getting hot, then it can start going up and down, and then the overs will be queen instead of king. Yeah,
I like it. I see what you did there.
All right.
I see what you did there. I see you.
I
see what you're doing there.
Now, before we get to this last one, so here, that we got the first clue, we got the second clue on the background. The third clue is who are you? What?
Oh, okay. We on to the next part of it now.
Yeah, next we are on to the next part of it. The third clue is which player does this mood reflect in tonight's game? There you go.
One more time. Which player? So we know that this is Bishop from Juice. Right after he unalived the guy and robbed the store. So he's hugging the guy's mom after he unalived him. They had robbed the store. Whose mood does this reflect for tonight's matchups? Whose mood? This is MJ's twist on the background. Okay, so whose mood does that remind everybody of? Okay,
it's a good one.
Let us know what y'all think about that one.
I'm telling you, there's a clue to this. You will know if you were listening to us yesterday.
Okay.
Talked
about. Can Peely get a lot of minutes if she's not playing there? Probably not, LL. Probably not. It's not gonna happen. Okay, you like Sabali at about 7 rebounds. Okay.
Mm-hmm. That's a good.
I hope ATL lose badly. I love our Gamecocks, but Sky needs that spot, baby. Gray at Canada, points over. I'm liking Canada game more and more. Oh, it fits so well with Alicia Gray.
Mm-hmm.
I like how they play off of each other.
It's good.
I don't know, but Dana. But I don't know, but damn, he was fine. Here, I was about to say. Here it is. I thought that LL was trying to say something about Dana. I was finna mess up. Damn, he was fine. Okay, he was fine. Okay, I'm sorry. I almost messed that up. Goon gonna show up in a minute for no reason.
Yeah, pretty much.
So, this the one. This the movie of the night right here. This the movie of the night. This the one I'm waiting on right here.
Here we go.
Talk to me about this one. Props master.
Chicago Sky. We're gonna start out with Rickea Jackson. Always gonna. I'm just telling you guys ahead of time. I'm always gonna take the over on points for Rickea Jackson. I'm probably not gonna pick anything else because it's too unpredictable on how they use her, when they use her, and how they want to incorporate her into games right now. Next year, maybe it'll be different. But as of the last games of the year, points are what they're not. She can do much more. It's not like she can't. It's that they're just. I don't know why they're using her the way they're using her. So it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Miss Hamby, 14.5 points. Take the over on that. 8.5 rebounds. Maybe take the under. She's going up against the Twin Towers. I know she's gonna hustle. She's gonna find her way to baskets and different things like that. The under on 8.5 rebounds is pretty decent as far as odds go. So if you want to go over, you can. Just not gonna. The odds aren't gonna be as good as they are with the under. Odyssey Sims. So when she scores big, it actually hurts Rickea Jackson specifically. No one else, it's kind of a weird dynamic. But 11.5 points, take the over on that. It's risky though. It's risky, just because Kennedy Carter's back. And guess what's going to happen with Odyssey Sims? She's going to have to play a lot of defense on Kennedy. So I don't know if that's going to hurt her offense or if it's not. I got her over for 3.5 assists, though. So that's I'm anticipating her to get 4 or 5 assists if her shot's not falling. So I know that's kind of weird, but it is what it is at that point. Questions, comments, concerns before I get over to the sky? Yeah? Anybody? No? Okay. Kennedy Carter. First game back, 15.5 points, going to over. I would imagine even if her win is not under her, she's going to find a way to get up about 12 to 15 shots. 15.5 points actually has a good odds on it on some of the actual wagering sites for entertainment purposes only, by the way. Angel Reese, 11.5 points, taking the over on that. That's not her minimum. Her minimum is like 8.5 points, which is, I kind of get it, but if you're going to be giving away an extra point or two as for an extra unit or two on that, I'm definitely going to take it. So 12.5 rebounds, that's a minimum. I'm taking the over on that because there's a lot of people that are taking the under on 14 rebounds. 14 rebounds is a lot. And I don't know if, okay, let me explain this to people that are new fans and don't really understand what that really means because they don't think rebounding is important. 14 rebounds a game is higher than about 80 to 85% of WNBA players and NBA players that have played the game since the W's inception and since the actual merger of the NBA back in when the ABA folded. That's how big that is. 14 rebounds a game, and some people are taking the over on that. I don't know. I don't understand. Well, I kind of understand the cynicism of people, whereas she's getting her own rebounds and putting them back. But you know how hard it is to get your own rebound in any league? If you miss a shot and you have to go after it, and you miss another shot, you have to go after it. One, offensive rebounds was my thing when I played. I know how hard it is and frustrating when you get a rebound, think you have a layup, it doesn't go, and you have to go back and get it in between one or two people, and then you're trying to put it back up, before that stuff is hard to do. So when I say 14 rebounds, people are taking the under on it. It's kind of a strategic bet, but I'm doing the opposite. I'm going to want her minimum, and I'm working my way up. So I'm going 12.5 rebounds, taking a little bit of a hit on the odds, and I'm going the over on it. So maybe another episode or maybe in another show or the Discord, we'll talk about how hard it is to actually get in there and rebound as a big or as a guard and anything in between. The last one will be Camila Cardoso. So 7.5 points is closer to her minimum. I'm taking the over on that for easy peasy sake. 7.5 rebounds is kind of close to her average. I'm taking the over. I'm calling it risky only because lately she's been in foul trouble. They've been calling some really dumb fouls on her. Her help side, the defense that she's playing. Like, I'm not saying she's not fouling, but there's fouls that she's being called for that should not be called fouls under how they're calling the game for the other team and for Chicago for that matter. And it's just weird, and you can see the frustration in her face because she doesn't even know. She's trying to ask them where the foul is and how, let me know where am I fouling her so I can actually correct it and not foul her. And the refs aren't really communicating, which a good ref will communicate with you a reasonable request, right? And if you're asking them, hey, where am I fouling? Where am I fouling? So I can adjust. And if they don't tell you, that's not a good ref, right? And I don't want to blame the refs. The refs have a hard job of reffing at the highest level, but communication is key, especially when you're dealing with highly capable athletes. Questions,
Listen,
comments?
Yeah, this is gonna be a movie. It's gonna be really, 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 really emotional. Where are they in Wintrust? They're at home, right?
They're at home. Yep.
They in the Shy. Okay, yeah,
Yep.
yeah. They in the Shy. I'm gonna go Shy here. Gotta go with my Sky. Always cheering for Rakia. Always cheering for Rakia. If Cam was there, we'd cheer for Cam too. Always cheering for Zaya Cook, but going Chicago Sky here. Big ups to the chat. C Smoke, what's good? T Sports Cards. Jackson points over for sure. She had a bad one and wants redemption for sure.
Mm-hmm.
It's the Cash App pull up. If you want to contribute to the pull up, Sims over points, looking for 13 to 15. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We got Hamby going over. Hamby been playing trash with little flashes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So you seeing you would go under there, Ella?
14 under 14 and a half points is really low. It's actually a really low for her. She usually is around 15 or 16, even on a bad night.
She's gonna be matched up against who? Angel or Cardoso?
Both.
Yeah. Ooh. That's
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And they don't Angel's perimeter DV. She can't get out on the perimeter against Angel because Angel plays good perimeter defense too.
It's gonna be that's gonna be something right there.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be great. Great. All right, so what we got? Are we going into the NFL? Is that what's going on?
Yeah, let me see here. Cardoso 7.5 points over, pretty easy. Sparks shoot a lot of threes, so longer rebounds. Don't know about the reach total. Could be 12 to 15. Points is risky. You don't know who shows up. One of the fouls last game, Cardoso was just standing there, crazy refs.
Yeah, exactly. I saw that. I know exactly which one you're talking about too. She just mystified. She didn't know. And she can play. She knows defense. Like, she's not perfect on defense, but she is one of the better defensive posts. She was in college. She is in the W. Got to explain this stuff. If you want quality basketball, if you want players to play to their to their maximum peak, let them know where they're having where there's when they have questions. Now, if they're asking you questions like every other time down the floor, I get it. But if they're just asking you, a question or two here and there, and you're not answering them, that's not them. That's on you as a referee. They're not here to see you, Otis.
Blame them. They're not here to see you, Otis. The thing about the refs this year is that they miss obvious calls and call touch ones, even though they want physical play. And it's like, are you calling the touch ones to make up for the big one that you missed? I don't need a makeup call. I need you to make the right call.
I'm glad you said
it seemed like right after they miss a big call, they make some stupid ass touch call. And it's like, hey, just acknowledge that you missed that one and don't miss it the next time. Don't make up for it.
There was
I don't need no makeup.
And I know somebody remembers this in the chat. I know this. There was an Indiana Fever game. And I can't remember exactly who they were playing against. I don't know if it was the Minnesota Lynx or who it was. There was an opponent. There was an opponent on the sideline, on the 3-point line on the sideline. And I think it was Thomas. I think Thomas had her hand on the defender. And the defender looked at the ref. And then Thomas was like, okay, well, let me see if I can push you. And she literally pushed her out of bounds in front of the referee. The referee called the ball out on that team, gave the ball to the Indiana Fever. Somebody go find that clip. That is ridiculous. It doesn't, you know what? It doesn't matter that even if the person's like, why does she have her hand on me? Why is this not a foul? If the defender actually just goes ahead and pushes her, you must call that. And the referee sat there and said, no, out of bounds on you. Fever ball.
Yeah, we're not calling out this time. All right, now. We don't feel like
it's the most ridiculous thing that you could do, and you can't do that for the integrity of the referee's integrity is paper thin as it is. When you do stuff like that, it's ridiculous. So I just
definitely takes away from
somebody find that clip though. Put it in the Discord.
From the game and the integrity.
Yeah, so we can
let's see
run that back.
Yeah, so inconsistent. The Dub is getting more money, so they need to fire all the rest this year and hire new ones.
Hire all new ones. I got new and improved.
It was Hull. I think TD Sports Car said it was Hull. Okay.
Yeah. So, oh yeah, there you go. Good call, TD Sports. Yeah, I think it was.
All them reps on payroll. They dirtier than the preacher with a Cadillac shaking. What you know about a preacher and a Cadillac?
We need $1 more for the building
fund. What do you know about the preacher with the Cadillac in the building fund?
The building fund. We need $1 more.
I didn't know they were still doing that to y'all young folks. Okay. Moving on. Will said Cadillac. You hear me?
Oh my God.
We got some NFL picks. We got an NFL game going on tonight.
All right. This is going to be pretty cool game. Be ready for a snoozer just in case, because the way that these two teams play, the Eagles, they used to take a lot of shots downfield the beginning of last season. I don't know what happened, but whatever happened, it wasn't the right thing to happen, because they went from 10-1 to barely just squeaking a decent record out. I can't. You know what? That's a whole nother segment altogether as far as, just what happened to them. But as of now, this game should be good. I don't believe in that over. I don't believe in that 49.5 total. I would definitely take the under on that. Definitely take the under on that. Both teams have surprisingly good defenses as far as their secondary goes. Take the under on the total on that. But I would say Jordan, and they're saying Jordan Love is a MVP candidate of the league, and as good as he is, I'll give him credit. He is definitely turned out to be a good quarterback. I wouldn't do that if I were you guys. So starting out, it's a pick 'em, -2.5 as of right now. Take the under if you're going to take a pick on that. Jordan Love, 229 passing yards. Take the over on that. That's really low with the options that he has. Don't know who the starting tight end is right now. I didn't get a chance to look at that. Josh Jacobs is a Green Bay Packer now. So we don't know how that's going to work. I mean, we know that some of us that actually pay attention, Green Bay's offensive line is really good. They're a mix of young and new talent, but they're actually really good about opening holes. Jones is still on the team. They're 1,000-yard runner, for many years. He's still on the team, and he most likely will start. I think he will start if he's healthy. If he's not healthy, then Josh Jacobs will start. Will be a running back by committee there. 49.5 rushing yards. Take the over on that. It's risky because I don't know how the committee is going to run. Jones is going to get hurt sometime this year, and I don't wish that on anybody. I'm just telling you what the trends are. He's older. He's an older running back, long in the tooth. He runs hard. So he doesn't run out of bounds. He loves taking contact. This guy has scored 6 touchdowns in one game before. So he is all about that action. So he's going to miss some time, just even if it's a rest game or something like that. So Josh Jacobs will get a lot of the snaps, 49.5 rushing over, good odds on that. And then Jahan Dotson is, I want to say he's the number one wide receiver, but you have Christian Walker. The other wide, there's 2 wide receivers that can vie for the number 1 spot, but Jahan Dotson gets the most targets. 3.5 receptions for Jahan Dotson is an absolute mistake. And if they haven't taken it off the board already, you guys should be falling over each other like Walmart opening the doors at a Black Friday special. There's no way you should not have this dude for 3.5 receptions or more. Unless there's something I don't remember or don't know, The odds on this are ridiculous too. So if you can get this guy for 3.5 receptions and you're going to get good odds on it, take him immediately. Jalen Hurts, 250 yards passing. Take the over on that. 2.5 touchdown passes this game. I'm taking the under on that because I thought that was really high. And the odds for the under aren't that bad. They actually give you good odds when you take the under. So, but it's risky because you never know. They have weapons, right? They have weapons. It's no doubt about that. It's all about, is he going to push his way into a lot of these touchdowns tonight or not? That's the only thing you got to worry about is Hurts vulturing touchdowns from the running backs, right? So with that said, Saquon Barkley, 60 rushing yards. Take the over on that. It's risky because we don't know how he's going to run with Philly. I know they had Swift. I think it was Swift last year. And he did decently with them. But like I said before, short yardage, 3rd and 4th down, push rules, right? So he's going to lose out on some rushes. But he is a good pass catching running back. So they have something in Barkley. Take the over on the rushing yards only with him today. And then Devonta Smith. So I like Devonta because he's the number 2 wide receiver. And whenever they're doubling the number 1, he always gets really good looks. And it's usually one-on-one. It's me against you, and a lot of times he wins those battles. So I would definitely take him for a touchdown tonight. He's going to get one. Whether it's going to be a long bomb or it's going to be in the red zone, nice little slant pattern or a corner route, look for him to get a touchdown tonight. Questions, comments, concerns?
Let's see what we got.
You're on mute.
Not anymore. Let's see. Because I started going back, kind of looking at some stuff. LL's grandmother was telling her about the stories with the Cadillacs. Philly and over. Lexi Hole pushed her out of bounds real smooth, right in front of the ref. Okay. Sports car just taking that's the play you were talking about.
It wasn't even smooth. It was blatant. He was like, yeah, you ain't gonna call it. I'm just gonna push her then. So crazy to me. So ridiculous.
So we got Hurts, 250 yards over. Jacobs, maybe yards over. He could pop 220-yard rushes. Okay.
Good. That's true. He could.
What about catches and yards for AJ Brown? Any thoughts there? That's a question from C Smoke.
AJ Brown is getting doubled all game. We all know that. And that's why I can't pick him yet because I want to see how he's going to handle that this year. I know. Well, we all know Smith is going to get single. Wherever AJ Brown is, they're going to shade the safety. They're going to have, they'll even have a linebacker underneath on him. Devonta's going to run free. It's all about him running the right routes and catching the ball when it comes to him. So I don't really worry about Smith. Smith is kind of like I know when Mike Evans was with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and the receiver on the other side was catching like 8 to 12 passes a game because he was being single covered, right? So that's the same thing here, and that's why I took Smith and didn't put any props on AJ Brown. His odds are not that good either because Vegas knows AJ Brown can easily get a 2-touchdown game, and they don't give you any props for taking the 2. Go ahead and go to your wagering site and pick 2 touchdowns for AJ Brown, and then pick 1 touchdown for Smith and see what the odds difference is. It's almost identical.
Okay. I like that.
Similar.
So we learning. Okay, let's see. Dotson, I like the over, but it's risky. First week you don't know with receivers, which receivers will show up except for the big 3. Brown might have only 3 to 4 mid-range catches. He'll be doubled. I think that's what we just talking about AJ Brown, right?
He makes a good point though. So with Dotson though, you got to think about this. Whether if they're up, they're going to run, right? But if they're not up, or if the game is within a score, Dotson is that guy. He's the check down guy. Like he's usually the second or third option on the check down, right? If it's not the tight end, so I don't remember who the tight end is tonight. It's gonna be Dotson. Dotson's the guy. They had him projected for eight catches this game. Like before today, he was projected for 8 targets. Sorry, he was projected for 8 targets. Most of those are going to be short. They're going to be between 8 and 12 yards, right? And those are easy, like hitch routes, quick slants, crossing routes. Those are the easy ones that he can catch in his sleep. He'll probably get 3 or 4 of those in the first half. That's my prediction. Just we'll see, but. Yeah, I thought I looked at that prop and I was like, that's got to be wrong. Got to be wrong. But we'll see.
Not got to be wrong.
It's got to be wrong. Like you got to put the neck in there. Got to be wrong.
Yeah, that's got to be wrong right there, bro. That's got to be wrong, bro. When you throw the neck in it, it's serious. We got one more pick. We got one more pick before we get ready to get out of here.
Yeah. Yep.
Got some college football for y'all. College football.
Let's talk college football. So I picked, this is the one, I picked Michigan, not because Cess is in Michigan. I picked Michigan because I didn't want to pick South Carolina Gamecocks because I know that's a soft belly spot. Don't want to put them, even though they're 1-0. I actually did some research. They're 1-0 this season. I didn't want to pick them. And then there's another game I didn't want to pick because there's a few people in here that are fans of that team too. So I want you guys, the ones that will put chuckles on the game. I wanted to pick Texas, Michigan because back in the day, this was a high-power game. Michigan just won the national championship last season, and they are dogs in this game by 7 points. I don't get it. I didn't know they lost so many people that it was going to make that much of a difference in this game, but I guess it is what it is. I mean, so Quinn Ewers, I know I'm probably not pronouncing his name right. He's returning with 245 yards passing. Take the over on that because they have a bunch of weapons with Texas. The one thing I did some research on, they don't have somebody that's going to average 100 yards a game, but they have like 2 or 3 guys that will average 40 to 50 yards a game. And that adds up. And that's just an average. That's like your bottom baseline, what they can get. Very dynamic receiving core. Jaden Blue is their main running back. 65.5 yards rushing. Take the under on that because I think Texas passes a lot. And also they do have running backs that come off the bench, so it will be by committee. But the 74.5 rush yards and receiving yards take the over because he is a good passing back out of the backfield from the video that I saw. So that will probably be a good bet, taking that combo instead of just the rushing yards. Isaiah Bond, I think he's the number 1 receiver. If he's not, he's probably number 2. 45 yards receiving, take the over on that. He is a deep threat for them, and he's gifted at catching long balls. So take him for your 45.5 receiving yards or more. Davis Warren, 145 yards passing. Take the over on that. It's a little risky because evidently there's a new set of people that he's going to have to throw to. And I guess in the whatever you want to call the preseason for the NCAA football, it wasn't looking good. So take the over, though, on that. Gives you some good odds. Donovan Edwards, 49.5 rushing yards. Take the over. His 70.5 rushing and receiving yards. You can take the over on that, too. Risky, but if they don't have a dynamic tight end, most likely they are going to be dumping it off on the to the running back if he's not in on pass protection. Right? That's one thing I don't know. I just know that he was catching passes out of the backfield, so he's another option. And the last one on here is Colston Loveland. Great name, by the way. 42.5 receiving yards. It seems a little bit under. It's low for him, but I took the over on a risk that the quarterback will be able to get him the ball. if the ball's in his catch radius, he's going to get it, and he's going to smash that level. He probably going to get 70 or 80 yards receiving if he gets enough targets in the balls in the catch radius. It's all up to the quarterback, though. So that's kind of a risky bet, but if it happens, there's some good odds on it for you guys. Mm-hmm.
This is the first time we doing the college
first time
college football. So
yeah,
it's gonna be interesting to see how
I
this.
did an impromptu one with Jeffrey, which I probably won't do that again, just because it crashed and burned just like a NASCAR crash. Yeah.
He said not like a NASCAR.
NASCAR.
It's gonna be interesting to see how this plays out.
It should be a good game. 42 points. That's a decent scoring game for a primetime game, though.
Oh, absolutely. Let's see. I'm not doubting Dotson. Just don't know how Love will play. Definitely be as tough. Fair. Mm-hmm. Texas, Michigan over on points 30-16. Michigan's defense is elite. I thought so too, but it seemed like they're not being respected.
They are not giving Michigan no credit.
They like it's out the door. Harbaugh, and I don't understand.
It's in Ann Arbor too.
It must be the players that they lost. It's got to be the players that they lost, and not that Harbaugh is gone, because we saw even without Harbaugh in the building, Harbaugh was suspended some games. The game rolled on. So this has to be really about personnel. It's just gonna be interesting to see what Michigan's what personnel they have to put on the field, because I was thinking it was a lot more talented, and I thought their program was a lot deeper. So I don't know if people left in the portal after Khaki Pants left, or how that worked out. Hey, Coach Khaki Pants don't play around. Texas, Michigan. It should be a good one though. Showed up late. So did you have anything for Christian Watson? Do you think Watson doesn't get much production? I think we're talking about Watson out of Green Bay, right?
Christian Watson was supposed to be the number one wide receiver, and he had the ability to do it. How tall is he? 6'3", 6'4", 215 pounds or something like that. He was their guy. He was the go-to guy for part of the season until he got hurt. He just couldn't stay on the field. Christian Watson, I mean, like, that's what I'm saying. Christian Watson is probably going to take, just like we heard earlier, he's going to draw gravity to him. Post patterns, corner patterns, 9 routes, different things like that. That's what's going to leave Dotson open. But Christian Watson, he didn't even have really good odds either, because they are expecting him to do big things. But I had to go with Dotson because the numbers were way too low for him. I couldn't pass that up. I didn't understand why they had done it. Like I said, Vegas may know something I don't know, but from what I was seeing from last year and some of the stuff that I watched in videos this week, I don't know what they're seeing. I don't know what they're seeing. That's just me.
Okay, that's fair. See here, I think Michigan will be +3 in turnovers. Possibly. It was 49.5 over on yards. Mm-hmm. Of course, they'll be pushing Alabama and Georgia.
Exactly, and I didn't want to go in that one because that was even though I should have. I mean, but the odds for a lot of that game were low. They weren't going to give you any units, right? So it didn't make any sense.
And I see the Michigan +3 on turnovers. What are the odds like on turnovers, takeaways like that? I know I don't see.
They're usually pretty good. Like over 2, 2 turnovers, like 1.5 over 1.5 turnovers, your odds start to get really good, really, really good. So I mean, that's if you have a line on that, definitely take that. If you think they're going to be 3 or more turnovers for Michigan, those odds are going to be really good. So definitely take them. Even if it's just on a single bet, you'll get some good odds on that for sure.
And speaking of turnovers made me think kind of back to basketball. Are you able to make picks on like number of steals or something that a player will get? Do you see stuff like that out there?
Yep, you can do steals. Yeah, steals and blocks are there. They're usually on the milestone section. So when it'll give you the milestones. Do you think they're going to get over 6? Do you think they're going to get over 7 points? Or do you think they're going to get over 2 steals, 4 steals, whatever? You'll get options on that and blocks. It's usually milestones, and sometimes it'll be a prop for it. But, like I said, if it's somebody that blocks a lot of shots, they usually won't have a good odds on the milestones. So you got to check that out. You got to play with it a little bit.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm excited for all of the sports coming up. I believe we will have some picks and props and stuff coming out over the next 2 days. Those will probably be more like recorded content, but we'll have it drop on time. And we'll try to be available in the chat, like for a live premiere, to be able to answer questions, and always available in the Discord. I don't know if I said it, so I better say it before we get out of here. If you need it, use it. 1-800-GAMBLER. It is there for you 24/7. Email them, call them, text them, pull up on them. They are here to help you get the help that you need. Remember, this information is all for entertainment, education, informational purposes. We are here to have fun and see what we can do with these shekels.
That's right.
So before we get ready to get out of here, I don't know if anybody guessed the right answer as to who this player is. Who is the player? So I don't know if you want to reveal.
That's right.
If you want to give the reveal and the reason.
So
behind that, let's talk about it.
The reveal is Kennedy Carter. So yesterday, Kennedy Carter, and I had posted this like a couple days ago. I posted a video of her in the hospital battling the ailment that she was battling. So that was the legit part of it. And then because I know people were saying, she was sitting out just because she was sitting out and she didn't want to play or whatever the case may be. She came back with an interview the other day, basically on a revenge tour. And even dropped the F-bomb in there. So that's the attitude it looked like she had. That's what I thought it looked like, was that. That look right there is basically the look she had in that press conference. I think she's ready to go tonight.
So we feeling like Kennedy is gonna be on her Bishop. She's gonna be on her Bishop. She wants all the juice.
Gonna be on her Bishop tonight. She wants all the smoke. She wants all the juice.
You figuring 2 picks and 2 fumbles on Texas? Okay.
Oh, that'll pay big.
And during the last of Brady's years, I put $10 on a return TD and it hit. Okay. So the milestones and those things are out there. I got to take a deeper dive as I'm learning and getting into the apps and seeing what they all offer. Mm-hmm. This is all good information. I got to go get in the Discord and figure out where I'm going to put my shekels. Mm-hmm. Where I'm putting my different shekels at. As y'all know, we are in the Discord. MJ, are you in the Discord after the show for a while? What you got going on?
I will, because I still have to do some of these. I still have a good amount of baseball parlays to put in before I leave. Speaking of that,
Super Bowl return TD. There we go. I hit on Tommy in the Super Bowl too. That's how I became a Patriots fan. And the bet was totally on this right here. This is what I based the bet on. 9/11 had happened, and I thought it would be a good narrative to have a Super Bowl team be red, white, and blue. The champion be red, white, and blue.
Yeah, there you go.
That is what I picked it on. The narrative.
Yeah, there you go.
For those of y'all not in the Discord yet, pull up, get your spot in the mansion. It is the house that Key built. Shout out to Key Big Wrench.
Yeah.
Missing you in the chat. See you back soon. Hopefully we got.
Wait a minute. Whoa.
Yeah, 300 or 400 on that pick. TD Sports Cards. Let's go. That's breaking news. Breaking news.
Aren't we forgetting something?
What are we forgetting? Oh shoot! I was finna let you out of here because you was wrapping up so good on me with the football. He was trying to sneak out. We ain't said nothing about baseball.
I was sitting here wondering what was going on.
About baseball.
I was wondering. I just said baseball. I was sitting there. He's still about to do the outro and everything.
Yeah, I was about to, man. You had wrapped me up. You had wrapped it up so good with Texas. Like, go get all the shekels. I forgot. Wait a minute. Listen. Oh goodness.
Get the close up.
Let me tell y'all something. Y'all get the close up. You know what I'm saying? Because I was about to blow it. So y'all get the close up and I was about to blow it. Let me tell you, I was about to blow it. How could I not? How could I get ready to leave here on this Friday, especially? Without giving y'all what? Y'all know what it is. Big Daddy's long dogs of the day, baby. Big Daddy's long dongs of the day. How did I forget? How in the hell did I almost forget that? Long dongs of the day. Listen here.
Wow.
Here. Let me get to these comments real quick. I know it was didn't want to get blocked for my unpopular opinion of Kennedy and her antics. She's a great ball player. You can't. Let me tell everybody. Dick Vegan is in the fam, y'all. I don't know why Dick Vegan keeps apologizing about stuff. Dick Vegan, let's welcome here. Dick Vegan, we welcome your unpopular opinions here. You have been nothing but great for the community. Please feel free to share your unpopular opinions. We are not gonna block you. We're not gonna censor you. You in the fam, bro. Hey, listen, you a regular. Quit playing. Okay, now that we got that out of the way. Hint. However, she would definitely take her ball and go home on the sky. Okay, you feel like Kennedy is a take her ball and go home type of player. We're gonna find out. Today. But I couldn't let y'all get away without getting Big Daddy's long dongs of the day. Forgive me. How dare me? Here we go. Let's go. Long dongs of the day. What you got?
Okay.
You gotta clear your throat. Let me clear my throat. Let's go.
All right, starting out with Gunnar Henderson. Gunnar's been he's been a hot hitter. Definitely has helped put some shekels in my pocket this week. So I'm going back to the well. Start the weekend with Gunnar to start off. Baltimore has a good matchup. So much so I don't even have them on my my tick sheet yet. I just had to put him on just because I knew there was some good things going on. So. Gunnar Henderson in there. Mookie Betts. Mookie, nice little sneaky Mookie. He's got a good matchup too. I had the pitcher that they are going against, and he should have a field day against those guys. But I can't find it right now. But with that said, Mookie Betts, good candidate for a home run today. Willie Adams, missing the E in there. Apologize, Willie. Actually, I'm missing the E in both his names, I think. We'll see. They got a good matchup today. I think he's batting third or fourth today. Has a great chance of hitting the home run. Tyler O'Neill, who is squeezed in there between Jaron. Why am I drawing a blank on him? Jaron Duran and Rafael Devers. He'll have some good pitches to hit, and then also Jesus Sanchez, and he bats fourth behind their best home run hitter who doesn't have a good matchup, but Jesus Sanchez does. So he may be a good one to pick up. He has some really good odds too. I think he's like 5 or 5.5 to 1. On a unit, so definitely look at him for a home run. Pick one of you can pick all of these in individual, or you can pick one or match them with another person in there if you think they're going to be 2 home runs hit, or you can just go hits with these guys too, because there's a few of them that are on hot streaks too.
Got it. Let's see. Everything starts at 7:30. By time, gonna have to watch multiple games at once. Yes, head on the swivel for the night. It's sports everywhere. Look out! It's sports everywhere. Football, baseball, basketball. Hey, listen, it's here. They better treat her right tonight. She was taking her ball and go home on the team. Angel confirmed my perspective yesterday.
We do the first time.
Like, and for the people in the back, Gunnar and Adams. Yes, Sanchez will be going against Wheeler. No chance. Okay, you don't like Sanchez against Wheeler, so that's an interesting one to take a look at.
Interesting.
Okay, you don't like that matchup. TD Sports Cards. I appreciate you sharing.
I'm betting it anyway. We gonna see.
I like it.
The odds are good though. I got to do it. The odds are.
And I like that you share because it gives me something to go back and compare it to.
Oh yeah, exactly, 100%. Because after the show, I'm doing the same thing. I'm like, I might make a batch with all 3 of them in. I can't do round robin, which is upsetting. But if I could, oh man, it would be a wrap. I'd be doing round robins. You can do round robins though.
We'll get to that point where we can do them. Let me see. We definitely can't leave without Big Daddy Long Dongs. Thank you, MJLover, for your hard work. We're going to name the private jet after you, homie. No problem. I'm a sports guy, LOL. Hence sports cards. And we're going to talk sports cards. We got to figure out how to do that. We got to do that these channels.
I want to be in that too.
I'm following you. We got to figure this thing out, but I definitely want to do something across the channels if you down.
Grew up with them. I had 3 Walter Payton rookie cards back in the day. 3. Too bad I was too young to realize that they were gonna be worth a whole lot of money back then.
Like this guy, you can have it. You can have it.
Love that.
Let's see. A 1961-62 Fleer Wilt Chamberlain rookie card recently sold for $1.7 million in a private deal. $1 million, not shekels. Not now. When we talk these baseball cards, we're not talking play money. We're talking real money here. In a private deal brokered by Golden Actions, it's the most money ever paid for a vintage pre-1980 basketball card. That is dope.
I believe it.
Fun fact: $1.7 million on the 61-62 Chamberlain rookie.
Oh yeah,
that's dope. That's dope.
Oh, I love that.
So we gave you the long dongs. We gave Big Daddy's long dongs. Nothing else. Nothing less. Nothing else left to give you but Big Daddy's long shot. Dongs of the day. The long shot dongs of the day. And what you got? Big Daddy's long dong. Extra long shot.
All right. So I already have Matt Olson as a 1.5 total bases bet today with someone else. I put him as a long shot for a home run because I've put him on that list for 3 times this week, and he hasn't hit one yet. But I think this might be the day, so I'm putting him in as a long shot. O'Neal Cruz for Pittsburgh. He's not going to get a whole lot of pitches to hit, but the players around him will. But I'm thinking when the bullpen comes in, if I remember right, the team that he was going up against, their bullpen's not that good. So he may get some good pitches to hit after the 5th or 6th inning. So taking him for a late home run in that game. And lastly, Jose Ramirez. That's another guy that's due. He's due. He's due for a home run. I mean, he's been hitting pretty well this year. Recently, it's kind of off and on, but he is on the same team as Big Christmas. Big Christmas
ain't
is
nothing like Big Christmas. Big Christmas.
He's batting 8th tonight, so he's not anywhere near Ramirez. So Ramirez should get some good hits. I think one of the Naylor brothers is out today, and somebody's going to replace him. But I think he'll still get some good hits, pitches to hit today, and I'm picking him for a long shot.
Long shot. Long shot. Absolutely. Absolutely. People pay for their entertainment. 1.7 million.
Exactly.
It was so you saying the card was found in the storeroom and recently graded? Like nobody had even bought it? Like they just hold on.
That's crazy.
So is there a list of like cards out there that haven't been found yet?
No.
Maybe you just go looking for them?
No.
Or you kind of look up on them?
No, there's no. I mean, they have the sports card industry is it's not as Wild West as it used to be. Whereas you can track the different, and TD will tell you this. This is just based off of some of the things that I was told, is that they can track which cards. Of course, they make a certain amount of cards, jersey cards, diamond cards, whatever the specialty cards are. They know how many common cards they print out and send out to people. But there are times when people just don't know what they have. Or some they move and they leave their cards behind. There's just so many times where cards, really valuable cards, are never found. They're just never found. There's flooding in the South. Somebody, their whole sports card, their all their heirlooms, everything's underwater and killed and dead. I mean, that happens all the time, right? So it's no.
In my mind, though, I'm thinking like it's pallets of cards that was never bought, like that you can just buy and then open.
Oh, you mean that?
Right.
Maybe it depends.
Like we got all these Fleers, these boxes of Fleers that were never opened. And they auction them off or something like that. I don't know. I'm I'm trying to figure out, what do you do?
Even nowadays, that's hard because they actually do limited printing on a lot of these cards, right? So there's not a whole lot in circulation like they used. Like back in the 90s, I think the early 90s and late 80s, early 90s, they just started pumping out a bunch of cards because it was popular in the mid 80s and people were picking them up. And Fleer and Top and another company just started flooding the market with just all kind of just regular random bubblegum chewing cards, and then tried to piece them in with some of the more expensive cards, and it didn't work. It just drove the price down on the cards for years, until they actually started doing the Jordan thing where they only make a certain amount of Jordans every release, right? That's what they started doing. Not as bad as the Jordans, but they do limit the release of how many boxes that they make and send out.
Yeah, no, and I was really, I guess, thinking more back like in the 80s. It was cards everywhere, Topps, Fleer, cards everywhere, NFL cards, baseball cards. Like, did they really sell all of those cards to somebody? Are they sitting in warehouses somewhere? That kind of stuff is more kind of what I was thinking. People want to clear stuff out. All cards are out, but every now and then a box or a pack is found. The Wilt is the highest ever graded rookie card. There's only a couple. Is that like what is PSA's professional sports authenticator? Is that it? Professional sport authenticator 9s, I think.
That's pretty good.
What I'm curious about, MJ Lover said he was the offensive rebounder on his team. Now at 6'5". That's some Josh Hart, Westbrook type of stuff. Check his high school vertical, Cess. I'll look for that.
Guess
what? We'll look for some video on that, Wody.
I have 3 high school games on YouTube. I have 3 high school games.
We're gonna pull up in the Discord and check it out.
Yeah,
we're gonna do it here.
Yeah, I'll
put it up in the Discord and check them out. No, don't put it in the chat. We'll watch it together with you.
No.
We gotta say.
Oh yeah, sure. We can do that.
You'll hear what we gotta say because me and Wody gonna make an assessment. We gonna make an assessment, Wody. We gonna make an assessment. Yeah, we gonna watch it. That'll be fun. Pull up in the Discord, y'all. We doing all kind of stuff in there. They've been pumping out cards since 2021. This is a new junk wax era. That's why numbered ones and one of ones are worth more. Let alone the auto ones are the best to get. Right. Great. This is great stuff. My chat's better than yours because we always learning the answers in the chat. I want to see that. Me too, Wody. We're going to pull up in the Discord. We're going to get this scheduled. Yeah, MJ been holding back. He keep pulling up all these old.
I'm just saying, ain't nobody
pulling up all these old crazy. He pulling up all these old crazy videos. All these old crazy videos for us watching the Discord. He got videos of himself on the YouTube, but they ain't pulling up one.
I got him
it's
on
okay.
YouTube.
Ears up. Remember, ears up though. I'm listening. So I think now we got through all of the stuff we were supposed to get through. Almost robbed y'all of Big Daddy's long dongs of the day. I don't know how dare me. Okay, we got that in there. We getting ready to get out of here. MJ, it has been an awesome week. Like I said, we got some recorded content coming to y'all probably over the weekend. I don't think we're gonna be able to work out a live schedule, but we'll definitely get those picks and that information out for entertainment purposes. Pull up in the Discord. We are around there until we are back on the air. So tonight's game start at 7:30. I'll probably go live around 7:25 or so. But pull up if you're around. We got Dallas versus Atlanta, Las Vegas versus Connecticut, Minnesota versus Indiana, and that movie at 9:30, Sparks versus Sky. I see you checking with your good.
Get in the Discord, y'all. Where are you? Where are you?
Oh Lord. Long dong stuck. Sound crazy right now on playback in my head. Yeah.
You better start making names.
Until somebody renames this thing, it's Big Daddy's long dongs. Now, okay, what do you like? The long dong part of it is out for you. And everybody else was like, it's the Big Daddy part for them. Y'all better come up with a new name for this segment, man. This is all we got. This is all we got. Okay? Cess Talks Bets and with MJLover23, and he is here every day with Big Daddy's long dong shots of the day. Y'all pull up in the Discord, man. It's Friday.
Until further notice.
What you got on the way out the door? You got anything on the way out the door?
Nah,
I'm sorry. Wody is like moonshots. He said that before.
He did see
that. So you like Big Daddy's moonshots of the day? Moonshots of the day? Or you just like moonshots? MJ Lovers, Mr. Lovers, moonshots of the day. We're gonna have to figure this thing out, y'all.
I'm voting against that.
Boo. That's how I almost forgot. That. Big Daddy shots. Big Daddy shots.
That's good,
Take
dude.
the
That works.
part out. Big Daddy shots of the day. They might like that better. TD Sports Cards keeping us in check and in line with where we supposed to be going, y'all. This has been fun. Big Daddy's moonshots let you down easier. Oh, let me go before After Dark starts early.
Say that he did. He
what
said
do
that.
You got? What you got on the way out of here? Let's get back to what you got on the way out. Let's get ready to get out of
here. Nothing much. I'm gonna be in and out all weekend, so hopefully, I can see you guys. Some new people signed up in the Discord. Usually, probably late night. Late night is probably when you'll catch me in the Discord for sure. That's usually when I come out, and when I get home, I sit right down on my computer chair, and then I turn on my TV, which is right next to me. So I basically have 4 screens up, and I'm going to work on the next day's picks. So come in and see us, check us out, chop it up, see what we can do.
Our office hours are
24 hours.
24/7. We here 24/7. If you don't see us, hit the air horn and we'll pull up. Exactly. On the way out, I got TD Sports Cards giving us Merrill in San Diego. I think that is. May pop one tonight. May pop one. So Merrill,
yeah, I do have Merrill on my off sheet.
Merrill may pop one.
But I had Merrill. That one in. Yeah, I had Merrill with Otani and Judge, because his odds were not as high as the other people that I put on the list. So he may actually, they have him with a good matchup. He may actually pop one. And before we even get out the door, I'm just checking the home run list to see if anybody's hit a home run in the 2 games that have started while we were on the air. Yeah, let's see if we got some breaking news. Come on.
So they're going against a crappy pitcher tonight.
Yeah. So get to him early, because he might not be in the game long enough for let me see. That was yesterday. What is today? Any home runs today? Come on, baby. I'm rolling the dice at the crap table here. Papa needs a new hat. Come on. No home runs yet. Okay, fair enough.
Yet. Nothing pop yet.
We have about 12 games today. There's 12 games today, so we're on the watch. Be on the lookout.
We are on the lookout. We appreciate you. We appreciate y'all pulling up with us. We are back later today for the games. Pull up, hang out, and we'll have some picks over the weekend. Y'all know what it is. Until next time, which is in about 2.5 hours for me. Y'all stay tuned. Talk soon. We out.